Social media is a really important marketing channel for most small business owners. The thing is, you're trying to come up with a way to consistently show up on social media without having to constantly be on the social media apps. So in today's video, I want to show you how you can set up your social media routine in Enji, and one that's going to help you really stay consistent with it over time. So let's dive in. Now, the first thing that you want to do when you are trying to create your social media routine in Enji is to connect your social media accounts to our social media scheduler. And to do that, you want to click on the little gear icon that you see here in the lower left-hand corner of your screen, and then click into connected accounts. Now, this is where you can just run down the list and connect the accounts that you want to use to Enji. Now, a quick thing to note that some people get really excited about is you can actually connect multiple profiles to one Enji account. So let's say you've got two Instagram accounts that you run and they both feed your same small business. You can click this plus button and then you can just click Instagram, and that's going to allow you to add a second profile to your scheduler. So that's the first thing that you want to do and is a great place to start. Now, after that, I want you to click into your calendar, because the next big thing in creating a social media routine is having a recurring task to do your social media scheduling. So the way that I like to approach it is by I want you to ask yourself, how much time do I have every week to work on my marketing? And how important is social media to my overall strategy? Like, is this the main place that I do my marketing and I have 1 or 2 hours a week to sit down and dedicate to my marketing tasks? So if it is one of your more important marketing channels, one of the more important places that you are doing your marketing, I'd encourage you to add more than just one recurring task a month to do your social media scheduling. So you can see here in this example account that I've got a task set up to just show up every other week to get into a routine of scheduling social media content. And so you can do that by creating a task on your own, right? Click here, click add task, or there's very likely that there's already a scheduled social media task somewhere on your calendar. So you can do that by clicking into the task itself, and then you'll see an option, if it's not already a repeating task, to set it as one. Now, the thing that you want to do here is then come in and set your own repeat rules. So what's the pattern? What's the cadence that you want this task to show up in your calendar? Again, here we've got it for every other week on Tuesday. And then I've made a little note to myself here that I should spend about an hour and a half creating and scheduling content for the next 2 weeks. Right? And this is the best way to be consistent on social media without needing to constantly be in it. So you've got your routine now set on your calendar, and then it comes time on the 9th, right? Like in this example, tomorrow, I'm going to get this task and it's going to say, hey, Taylor, you should schedule your social media content. Now, the best way to do that, or the way that I approach it then, is I'm going to look at the next week and I'm going to say, well, I know that I want posts to go out on Monday and on Wednesday and on Thursday. So I click the plus button and I add these captions to my calendar, because that then is where I'm going to create my caption. I'm going to upload my videos, and I'm going to schedule this post to automatically post at the time and on the date that I set it, right? So that makes it super easy, again, to get consistent with your social media without having to be in it every single day. Now, a quick tip for you, because I know that a lot of the frustration about social media is I always have to come up with new ideas. Now, even when you have a recurring task in Enji, now the thing to know, I shouldn't have said even though, the thing to know about it is that when it has this little kind of curved arrow, that means it's attached to the repeat. So all of these tasks that you see here that are highlighted, if I make a change to one of them, it's going to change all of them. But when you're sitting down and you're thinking, okay, well, I want to leave some notes for myself just about what I am going to schedule on the 9th. then what I would do is I'd click into that task and then click on the three dots and click create next occurrence. And what that does is it keeps it on the calendar, but it removes it from being attached to all the other ones. So then what you can do here is in the task details, you can leave notes about types of content that you want to create, ideas that you've got, all of that kind of stuff. So again, you're organizing your thoughts and you've got them somewhere where you're actually going to be doing this marketing task rather than a random piece of paper. So I hope that this helps you have a clear picture of how you can use Enji to build your social media routine. If you have any questions when you're doing it, or you're running into any issues connecting your accounts, because there are some things that the platforms enforce on us. And they're not always super obvious, but if you ever have any questions, you need some help working through stuff, you can click on the help center in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. You can search through help articles, or myself, Brett, or Kayla will be here to make sure you get squared away. But I hope you have a little bit of fun setting up your own social media routine, because in the long run, it's going to make social media something that you really feel super confident and jazzed about doing on a regular basis.